Hey, welcome back to Art with Jeremy. In this video, I'll be sharing my inking process for one of the prompt words in Inktober 2020, hide. If you didn't see how I got to this point, please visit my channel, Art with Jeremy, and you will find another video showing my sketching process. I will be using Microns for the inking, 08, 05, and 03. As you can see here, I did most of the outline with the 08 because it's a thick tip, and it's a border of the drawing, so it usually has thicker lines. I'm doing some hashtagging with it as well. I guess I just feel comfortable with it. It's always good to have a variation. So on the tighter spots, I'll use a 05, and then definitely by the time I get to the rowan, I'm sure it's going to be a 03. At this point, I have basically used 8 to put in, all the structure lines and whatnot. But I'm also going over it again because I'm trying to make the edges thicker. Because again, the outer edges of a drawing of an object, the outer lines tend to be thicker than the ones on the inside. So that's what you see me doing here. Well, at this point, I am done with the 08, and it turns out I did most of my work with the 08. It's pretty big. I felt comfortable using the 08 for my detail. I jumped right to the 03, and it's because I'm still working on the rodent, and the rodent, as you know, he's significantly smaller, so I need to. It's better off to go in with the 03 and thicken the lines as I need, should I need to, than instead of going with a thicker liner and kind of messing it up, you know? And there it is. There's the rodent completed, and I pop back on to another liner just to add more detail to the adventurer's head, because I realized he was just like a little blank, and I was like, oh wait a minute, I gotta add some dimension to his head, or her head, right? The adventurer. I don't know yet what it is. So I'm just at this point just doing some final touches, a couple of blades of grass. Add more detail, and it's a wrap. It's basically a wrap after this. And at this point, I'm picking up the kneaded rubber eraser, stretch it out a little bit. Like I mentioned before, you stretch it out, you get to clean it up. Picked up everything, all kinds of pigments, so you want to really stretch it out really good before you use it all the time. It looks kind of like a light gray, and it's good to go. And then I'll just like erase all the lead, all the structure lines that I did in sketching hide. All that goes away, and what stays behind is just the inks. After I do all that, I touch it up a little bit, because you get to see kind of like where there was some shade or dimension from the lead. Since it's gone, you kind of see little other spots that you might want to touch up again with ink and whatnot. And that's basically it. And there you have it. As always, click a like, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for reminders, and the next video will be me coloring hide. Thanks for hanging.